I read something that really opened my eyes, and it was this. When your life is out of alignment with your values, you feel lost. You feel rudderless, and that's true. I love making videos. I love doing this. I love communicating. I love technology. And when I can't do that, I feel awful because I'm not fulfilling the God-given purpose that He gave me. And there is a God-given purpose inside of you as well. And the reason why you're in a funk is maybe you haven't found it yet. You haven't uncovered that uniqueness that God has put inside of you. And it's easy to do. It's easy to find out and sort of mine some of those interests and loves and passions and desires in you that are there. One of the questions that you can ask yourself is, what lights me up inside? What is the thing that I do when I feel so alive that time flies by and I lose track of time because I love it so much? What are the passions inside of you that drive you to do what you do and that you enjoy? Maybe it's serving others. Maybe it's sewing. Maybe you love building things. Maybe you love counseling people. Those are the things that mark and define who you are. And if you are in a job that doesn't hit any of those interests, you might feel like you're in a dead-end job because it is not fulfilling you as a person. It is not aligning with who you are as a person. And sometimes, especially with all the social media and all of the stimuli that we have in our lives every day, it's easy to start seeing ourselves through another lens, maybe through a social media lens. Or we look at somebody else's profile and we feel like, well, gosh, they're doing so great and they love their life. Why can't I be like that? You don't have to live their life. This is your life. God created you one of a kind. You are one snowflake in 8 billion snowflakes that's completely different, completely unique, and God has a purpose for you. So find that purpose. Find out what lights you up. Find your interests. Ask yourself some of those questions. What do I love doing? What passions do I have? Is faithfulness important to me? Is loyalty important to me? Is leadership important to me? Is compassion? Whatever those are, write a list down of those things and start to create a definition of who you are. And a lot of times, if we go back into our childhood and our adolescence and then we're around our peers, it's very easy to let others define who you are. Like, oh, you're such a klutz. You're such a klutz. Oh, you have a face for radio. You're not that pretty, or you're not that muscular, or you're really not that good in sports. Or, gosh, you give bad advice. Those kind of things can feed into us, especially as we're growing up, we're going through young adulthood, and even in the early stages of adulthood, we can have people speak into our lives negative things that we sort of incorporate into our definition of ourselves, and that's wrong. The only definition that matters is, first and foremost, God's definition of you, how He sees you, and secondly, your definition of yourself. What someone else has to say about you doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It does not even enter into the equation. That's not who you are. You're not a klutz. You're not weak. You're not ugly. You are uniquely and wonderfully made by God, and most importantly, you are a child of God. The God that created the universe this magnificent God that we serve, He made you. He's got a purpose for you. He's already set this purpose out in front of you. You just have to find it, and He wants to help you find it. So start asking yourself questions like that. Dive deep into what you love to do. Write those down. Pursue your passions, and just see where it takes you. It's going to be an evolution where you're going to see yourself come into who you really were meant to be. So continue to pursue that and just be encouraged. Be encouraged. You are so much more valuable than you think. You are so much more wonderful than what you think. God has good plans for you. I don't know what else to say other than you're awesome.